My name is Hayden Roan. And like a lot of people from my generation, I spent most of my early 20s trying to prove to everyone how great my life was. I was chasing clout on Instagram and thought that if everyone believed my life was awesome, well then it really was. I never really took the time to look around and ask myself how or why I was blessed enough to have grown up in one of the most affluent places at the most affluent time in history. I had forgotten to be grateful in my pursuit of more and more stuff. My life became all about me and my self-image. I was constantly chasing highs and drinking copious amounts of alcohol in pursuit of what I defined as fun in that moment. Then, 2019 came and took me to the woodshed. A series of miscalculations on the meaning of happiness landed me in an anxiously depressed funk. For more than 12 months, I felt like I was in an eternal hangover that I couldn't shake. And I really wish I could sit here and tell you that now I have the cure for depression and anxiety, but the reality is nobody has that, and every case is different. But what I can tell you is this: there are tools that can change the landscape of your brain chemistry. And the greatest one that I learned is gratitude. Learning to be grateful isn't like popping a magic pill that will make all the pain melt away. It's a dynamic shift in your thinking. You have to think of it like a ship changing course by just a few degrees. Somewhere down the line, you're going to realize that you're hundreds of miles off from your original trajectory. After learning how much gratitude can impact our brains in real measurable ways, I began a thought experiment. I started asking everyone around me to tell me 2 things that they are grateful for every time I saw them. And I saw the impact that this had on my community. I wanted to bring this concept to life by documenting several conversations with some good friends of mine about what gratitude means to them, what they're grateful for, and why. These are their stories.
What's up?
What's up?
What's your name?
My name's Alex Derderian.
Alright, Alex. What does gratitude mean to you?
Gratitude to me is an acknowledgement of appreciation. For me personally, practicing gratitude through staying active physically, it's helped me mentally to acknowledge what's good in my life and also to be thankful for what I have, especially like when my mind is cluttered with negative thoughts. So gratitude is definitely an acknowledgement to appreciate.
Alright, so what do you think it is in your life that made you realize that gratitude was so important?
My upbringing, for sure. Growing up in, I'd say, a broken home, with my mom being a single mother, being a waitress my whole life, and then my dad in and out of jail. I think being in that environment and having less than a lot of other people, it's made me who I am today, but more so grateful that the less that I had made me feel like I had more than a lot of other people. So I'd say my background and my upbringings.
And growing up in the situation that you did, how do you think gratitude is going to impact your future?
Well, I think it's going to impact my future in a positive way because it's set me up to not look at what other people have, but more so what I have. And at that point, it's going to make me appreciate what I have, rather than, I feel like a lot of us look to our left, look to our right, look in front of us to what the other person has. And I think that throws us off. And I know, personally speaking, it's thrown me off, and it's made me feel like ungrateful for what I have, or just lose sight of the things that I do have. But I think when you look at your life and you look at what you have, you realize that what you may have may be something that someone might want. And I think with that perspective, it really paints a bigger picture to appreciate what you have, no matter how less you think it is. And I just think that in my life now and moving forward, I think if there's ever a time where I'm in a funk, then I think acknowledging it will allow appreciation, and just knowing that what I have is good enough. Although I probably want more, but it's gonna stop me from thinking otherwise.
Got food in the pantry, got water in the sink.
Yeah, for sure.
Beautifully said.
What's going on?
So what's your name?
I'm Jesse Mellema.
And Jesse, what are you grateful for and why?
I'm grateful for a lot of things. Grateful for stability in a time of chaos and the unknown. Having a job, having family, having faith. Yeah.
You want to talk a little bit more about your faith?
Yeah, I mean, I see how lost this world is, and I see how people are confused, and people are bitter at the government. They're bitter at the people, and man, just having Jesus as a steadfast rock, and giving us a purpose, and turning our lives to Him. It's giving me a complete different outlook on life, and a peace in my heart, in an unknown time. So.
Do you feel like your faith helps you remember to be grateful?
Yes, of course. I realized, man, how much I don't deserve, and how much I am just selfish at heart, and I realize how gracious Jesus has been to us, and dying on the cross for our sins, and like all I really want to do is serve Him, and live a life that is showing that I actually am grateful for what He's done, and hopefully people see that and realize that it's not me that's just being gracious, but it's because I have been given an ultimate gift.
Do you feel like that level of gratitude that you've sort of achieved has impacted your worldview and your like mental health as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's still hard. I still am like every other person out there with a mind and a soul and a body. And sometimes it's not easy, but man, I go through life, and I go through, times of depression. And one thing is for sure that I've always been really thankful for is that my mental health has been extremely affected by the truth of the Word and the peace. Just reading through the Bible and being in community. That's a big one. So people that have like-minded goals and purpose, being with them has really, really helped me. They hold me accountable for my depression, for my anxiety, and I run to them in all my crap. And so I'm extremely grateful for a group of friends that have my back and are asking me how I'm doing, and kind of just cutting through the BS when it comes to me just being fake. Like, oh, I'm fine. How you doing? Oh, I'm great. I hate that. People that know you well enough to like really understand how you're doing and what you're going through.
Awesome. So if you had to put it into 2 words, would you say that you're probably grateful for faith and community?
Yeah.
Would those be your...
Yeah.
Yeah?
Faith and community. That's a big one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, man.
You're welcome. I don't know what I'm playing.
What's up, dude?
How you doing?
What's your name?
Nathan. Nathan
All
Palmer.
right, Nathan. What are you grateful for and why?
Just being able to chase my passion. If I want to do something, like I have the ability to do it and like the resources to do it, and just being able to like be outside, just enjoy life, activities, hobbies, surfing, talents, just whatever you. If there's something in life you want to do, like we have the ability to do it. So I'm super grateful for that.
That's awesome. So you recently quit your job to pursue your passions. Can you speak a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I do a lot of video and drone stuff. 4 months ago, when COVID shut down the restaurants for the second time, I was thinking, oh, this is great because when it opens back up, I won't go back to restaurants. I'll take the time to work on business, develop my talents and stuff. Fast forward, 3 months passed by, restaurants called me back in, and I learned a lot, but I didn't take advantage at the time. Went to work the first day back, and that was my last day. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like it's so dreadful. It just prohibits me from like being happy, and there's no creativity in it, you know? So I quit, started doing real estate, starting a YouTube channel, flying drones, just really chasing my passion.
Yeah. So do you think that the shutdown helped you sort of realize what you have to be grateful for, and then in turn sort of reset your priorities?
In a way, I always knew like the tangible objects that I had, like what I had in my life, but I didn't realize the value and like what they meant to me. And with COVID, like it took a lot of that stuff away, like being able to go out and hang out with people or just go outside. And so yeah, it totally made me realize like what I took for granted and what I need to like how I need to evaluate what my priorities are, so that I can keep like those things that matter most to me like relevant in my life, and still like be able to do and see the people that I want.
It's all for the best. All my life I've wondered what I should say. It always feels like a mistake, another hysterical craze. I'm getting less brave by the day.